look at Chris Cornell. Him and his wife had a foundation. Him and Chester were best friends. The conspiracy theory, I don't know if it's true, but they found out some shit. They found out some shit.
Let's be respectful.
No,
like we don't know.
I don't know. I'm not naming any names. But you got to look into it.
Okay, but this guy just died, man. I just don't think this is shit to speculate on.
That's why you should speculate it when you find out the connection and the way they died. They made it. Chris Cornell had 9 broken ribs and a gash in the back of his head when he hung him. Yes. And they said the official story is from the CPR. The CPR, he was already dead when they got there, and they break 9 ribs doing CPR, and there's a gash behind his head.
The gash behind his head when they cut him loose and he bangs his head off the ground?
And he's hanging off like one of those exercise rubber bands.
So you think someone killed him?
When you look at the evidence, you're like, holy shit, he looked like he was murdered. And then Chester, right before, Chester dies the same way. The exact same way.
Dude, let's not do this, man.
No.
I don't want to even do this. I don't even want to do this.
Okay, all right. Okay. I'm just looking into it because I love Chester. I love Chester. I love Lincoln Park. Who got you into Lincoln Park? I got you into Lincoln Park.
I understand. I don't want to talk about conspiracy theories involved in this guy's death, especially when he just died. It just seems so disrespectful.
No, he's one of my favorite singers of all time.
I understand, but if he really did just kill himself, like it seems so disrespectful to speculate that he was murdered because of some conspiracy theory. I don't know what the case is, but I don't even want to talk about it.
All right.
But do you know what I'm saying?
You know what? I've said enough. I don't need to say no more. I don't want to get into trouble, but I'm just...
Okay.
I'm not trying to put anybody in jail. I love Lincoln Park. I love Chester. I love Chris Cornell. Are you kidding?
I understand
Soundgarden?
I understand.
So I want to know.
I just feel like you should really know what the fuck you're talking about when you talk about people.
We were just talking about suicides. We were just talking about how people get suicided. We were just talking about the Haiti thing.
That's what that is,
when you look at what they were into that. They were into fighting that.
Okay.
And when you look at exactly how.
Also severely depressed. There was also a lot of psychological shit going on.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know why people kill themselves, period. You know? I don't know why.
But wouldn't you want to know if there was some serious, there was some fishy shit?
Maybe I'll look into it.
There's some fishy shit.
Talk about it until whatever the fuck reality has been.
That's not that. We were talking about trillions being missing. We're talking about all these crazy suicides. We're talking about all that, and then this is insane. This goes right with whatever we're talking about. This is when you should bring it up. Okay. Not later when everyone forgets about it.
I don't know any facts.
Yeah.
So when you're bringing it up like this, it sounds crazy.
Okay. All right. I get it. He was probably he probably did it himself.
He could have very well easily have done it himself. And the whole thing is just connecting him to some conspiracy without like a deep
because
understanding.
I care about him. Because I care about
without
him.
a deep understanding of the actual facts.
I care about him. You don't know how much. You don't know how much.
I believe
you don't know how deep my understanding is.
I believe you,
dude. You don't know how deep my understanding is. You have no idea.
I would assume that you weren't there when it happened.
No, but I've looked into it.
Well, I'd assume you don't know who was trying to kill him. I assume you weren't there. I'd assume that you don't know it as a fact.
I would assume you would trust me that I looked into it, and
I'm sure you have, man. I'm sure you have. Me personally, I feel very sensitive about that stuff.
I get it. I totally get it. Let's change the subject. Okay. Let's get into the UFC.
Okay.
Damian